So we're in Papine and we want to find out how has life changed for you since COVID?
Well, COVID came in March. I heard about COVID. May I became 60. I was cooking in a school, and obviously now that the school is closed, I'm out of a job. Being 60 years of age, I'm most likely they said to stay home, but I don't really have any COVID abilities. So that's the reason why I'm here in Papine. I'm right now working, helping a lady just to maintain myself, because since March I haven't get anything. I'm one of those people that got stuck into the no tax paying business kind of stuff. The lady I was working for really didn't pay up her taxes, so I didn't benefit from the set cash. And because I applied for the set cash, I wasn't eligible for the other 10,000. So since March, I had to just be juggling at 60 years of age. They kind of left us out in the cold. And that's what I do mostly. You know, we come from St. Mary, travel here to Kingston, right? Pay all that, you know, and try to make a living. With no money going on for most people nowadays, sale is down. It's Saturday now, and look at all the goods I'm still having here, right? Less customer, more sellers. So that's basically how I've been affected.
What request would you make of the government?
Well, right now, it seems like the elderly people and people my age and older, they kind of forgot about us. It's like it's young people time now. That's what us old people still keep hearing. And we're just staying home waiting to die, basically. Most of us that have COVID ability, that is, because we stay home, the young people, they can get to go out, do what they do, come back in, and bring the disease come to us. I'm out here in Papine, and I do have my mask. I was just eating something at the moment, but I have to come out here at 60 years of age just to make it right now, because nobody remembers us.
So you are saying it is young people time, so
Yeah,
it's a time for old people to die.
You see it?
It's a sad statement.
It's a sad statement because, look, we're the backbone of this society. And remember, I'm 1960. Most kids, when I was born in 1960 and growing up, 2000 was like a far away. But look at the child that's born in 2000. He's 20 years of age now, and he's telling me it's time to pack in. Huh? Imagine that. Just 20 years ago, he's a millennium baby, and I'm from way back in the hippie era, and I'm like what they call analog baby, and it's time for the digital era.
So you are saying that you at 60 you shouldn't be out here. Is it that it is illegal? You should be home because of your age? What's the problem?
Basically, that's not exactly what the government is saying. But what they're saying is if you're 60, and most people 60 are taking pills for something, you know, it's diabetes, hypertension, what have you. It's because I am somewhat healthy, that's why I'm out here. But if I had any comorbidity, I have to be home waiting on somebody to bring something for me to eat.
So you are not in breach of any law?
No, not at the moment, and I don't think they're saying it's a law right now, but people 70 and over, it look like they're steering into that direction to say, okay buddy, it's time for you to die.
The question I want to ask, what is your expectation of a government?
I really like Mr. Oldness. I like what he's doing. I like the idea about young people. But you see, this is how I look at it. If you get rid of the whole minds, right? We're doing good with COVID because of the old mind. The old mind will say, pick the bush over there, sir. Go over there, sir, boil it over there, sir. And we don't rely on pharmaceutical stuff to really get ourselves by. We use pawpaw leaf to cure dengue. So I'm saying with that in mind, if you get rid of the old minds, the only thing you're gonna rely on is the young people that just going in one direction and forgetting us behind.
So you're saying they are throwing away experience?
Yes, knowledge, experience, we're needed no matter what. We were there before them, and they're saying they don't need us to go on.
Are you sure this is not a misinterpretation by the older folks?
No, you can see it in the House of Parliament. You know, it happened with the PMP, and the way how we see our government portfolio now, they're saying it's youth time, it's young people time. I don't know, that is the impression also people get, and I don't think I'm the only one that's saying that.
So you have lost your job as a result of the closure of school.
Yes.
When do you think school should reopen?
Well, like I said, you know, being a parent, you know, it's a give and take situation. I agree with the government right now, Ms. Faber William, not to open school, because the model of going forward will be that most things will be done online, and I agree with that as well, moving into the next century. But being a parent, having kids that are just starting out in school, they don't know how to manage themselves to navigate. So I think they should look at the whole picture right now and look at the 3 and 2 later on for the next season when school open. I really would like school to open back, because like I said, I was a cooking and benefiting from school being open. The taxi driver, the lady that's selling sweetie on the side on the side of the school, all of us was benefiting from that. But for the safety of Jamaicans, I would say next term try the 3 and 2 going forward, but not at this moment, because I think things are a bit too hectic this moment.
Thank you much.
Thank you, sir.
One cocoa full basket.
I saw it going. I see it. One cocoa full basket.
How has your life been changed since COVID?
Well, really, to be frankly, COVID really set a trend on me still, because I can't get to ulcer, can't get to do nothing, but the government is doing something right by telling the people to keep social distance, keep on your mask, and stay at home. Well, to be frank, what again are going to tell me?
When do you think school should reopen?
Well, school should be open for January, because some of these kids very disobedient and they will take COVID home to their parents and let it on. So I think school should be online right now.
How has COVID changed your life?
Bad.
What has happened?
Report me live, me now have no internet.
You have children?
Yeah, I have one son going to school.
So what has happened since March?
Since March, they were on the school not doing nothing.
But school will open on Monday online. What will happen for him?
Me not have the internet for him. So now we can make it.
Do you understand the concept of distant learning?
Yes.
Distant learning is not only with the computer, it might be printed material. Are you in a position to get printed material?
No.
Have you been in dialogue with the school?
Not yet.
The school has not reached out to you?
No.
Are you living on the flat, rural? Where do you live?
We have not ill St. Peter's. We're near Chesterfield camp.
What is the signal like there, the internet signals?
Bad. Poor.
What advice would you give to the government or request you'd make from the government?
Make the school stay until January. When we sort out the cell phone, say if we can't sort out the internet. Because right now, me have a tablet in school, I open money and the tablet just shut down for me, so me don't know what I'm doing.
Is it that your life has changed since COVID?
Why? It's up and down, good and bad.
If you were supposed to now find the average of that, would it be better or worse?
Better.
Better, so you'd want COVID next year again?
No. No COVID for going.
When do you think school should reopen?
Next year, January, not this year.
Next year, January?
Yes, sir.
What's the problem with this year?
Well, sir, to tell the truth, I don't ready for back to school because number one, we don't have the Wi-Fi. Some community, we don't have the Wi-Fi and the rate is climbing. So we don't ready for next year business.
Which community are you from?
Happy.
Papine?
Yeah.
Papine on the flat?
Yes, done on the flat.
Alright, thank you much. So a question for the viewers.
My question is, what about the parents who they can read? So what they will do with their children who has homework that come home and them cannot read?
I like your question, but what's your suggestion?
Well, and the help, if you ever seek help, nobody not even taking anybody children home to assist them because of COVID as well.
So what happened to the pastor and the JP? You don't think they should step up now and try to help with education? The church.
If you can find some, because some in them want shell and some of them have security, them member of bodyguard, and so some of the pastor and the JP you can't get to them.
You said something a while ago. I am suggesting that the church members could come in and help with education, being that we don't have the teachers.
Sorry, it's not the church member, it's the pastor or the JP.
So what about the pastor and the JP?
Well, some of the pastors, they have tight security bodyguard. Some of those pastors, they are, what you call it, uptown and we are ghetto. So some of the pastor them you really can't. Some of them not down to earth. Some of them you have to appointment. You have to go by appointment. You like when you're going to the health center and make an appointment. So you have to make an appointment to deal with some of the pastors.
But you talk about some of the pastors. I think you'd have one pastor for your church.
Well, my pastor, Ima Ated.
So your attended pastor will be helping the persons in the community.
Well, I don't know because when we not hear him at all, so me now go say him not going every song. I don't know because my pastor don't live in town, he's countryman.
So there are many students and parents who are at a disconnect because the parents just can't help. Now, do you think the church should step in to assist the parents?
Yes.
For those persons who probably can't read or just can't help them with the schoolwork?
Yes, sir. I think, and they has members who are teachers as well. And yes, sir. Them me now said because as well the church have responsibility as well, bills to pay, and me don't know if them pay member, but I feel like them can negotiate something out of the tithes or the offering and help parents who need help. Yes,
You made mention of something out of the tithes and the offering. Do you think the government should give the church a little bit to help in these rural communities?
Well, the government not going to really give the church, so it's really like the members who go to the church will have to help, but the government not going to come up to give church anything.
There you have it, the voice of the people. The experiences of the pandemic is way different as you move from rich to poor and from urban to rural areas. What's your experience? Let us know at the cover page. I am Ricardos from the cover page. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until next week, walk good.